on auto director, and I don't think we've actually started yet.
No, they've just connected. There are 10 in the server. It looks like they're
well,
just trying to get things sorted. I'll see you in a
I'll be
bit.
right back.
Well, you guys, give me your opinions. I want you to know that we had Complexity and iBuyPower on just now, and we were thinking about how maybe we wouldn't see them field their best effort, and maybe they didn't, but we definitely did see some marked set pieces, and it seemed like everybody was really into that, at least at the very end, until Adren knew that he was in a losing battle. So now that we're moving forward, they'll be moving deeper into the playoffs, clearly. And they'll be moving toward the ESEA LAN. Who is more prepared to make a splash at LAN over the weekend and in the playoffs deeper in? It looked to me like Complexity is just a hair ahead in preparation right now. That's how I feel about it. All right. I know you're delayed. We could do one more mousepad giveaway at the end of this game. That's,
yeah, I just got back and I was gonna say, yeah, we could do another. We should be able to do another mousepad giveaway at the end of this game. So
okay.
Stick around for that.
May have one little error. I think I have a engagement. I need to. Okay, yeah. Luca's going to be coming in for me, Clay. Miss Led will be coming in for me because I need to take care of family matters, and I guess life always calls first. And if I step away, he'll come in and do the color for, excuse me, the play-by-play for you, and it'll hopefully be seamless. He's very good.
Alrighty.
CEVO be ready for Titanfall. I hope so. Yeah, I really do hope so, because Titanfall is going to be a good game. Let's talk about this one. Let's stay in the here and now, Clay. We've got the Exertus versus Kurt Rambis fan club. This is the other match in the round 4 upper bracket. Exertus recently hit some road bumps, right? Bouncer probably like not representing himself so well in the community. Is probably not going to show up for this match. We don't know whether or not he is. And then we have Summit no longer playing competitive Counter-Strike, so he's not on this anymore. And I know,
yeah,
I know that's not.
Who's taking his spot, by the way?
Well, you know, it's Pinecone for one. He's definitely the old hand, and we don't know whether or not anyone else will fill in. So we'll find out in a moment. Actually, we're in, so let's take. Oh, it's shots.
Yeah, we got Shots, Bluminator, Pinecone, and Flom.
Yep. And perhaps Eclipse? We don't know. We honestly couldn't tell you.
Alrighty.
We have predictions?
Let's see, I'm trying to think. Last time we saw these two teams play, they played on Train, and Kurt Rambis Fan Club actually came out to win on that one. It was very, very close, so I think it was something to the tune of 16-14, 16-13, around there, if I remember correctly. Excuse me. So, I mean, I think it's probably going to be another close one. Yeah, well, reasonably close. We do have Exertus starting CT side, so I think that might put him at a slight advantage here if they can pick up a lot of early rounds and, you know, get a good lead going. Maybe crush the spirits of Kurt Rambis Fan Club a little bit. But yeah, I think we can go with Exertus on this one, 16-8.
Our audience asking, is there a Klops fan club yet? What we could make one.
Yeah, please do.
He'll take donations of skins. All right, so Clay, will you do us one quick favor? Actually, I don't know if I do it, and I'll wreck the call eventually, but you might want to drag in Luca to the call.
Okay. Let's see. Let's get Mr. Luca in here.
Luca.
Hello, hello, hello.
Luca, you tell me you saw the Complexity IBP match.
I was glued to my computer screen, actually. I
Was
was
it
not
good?
able to miss that. It was absolutely insane.
Was Clay's hair good?
Was his hair
Hair's
good?
always good, bro.
I actually think it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm gonna be honest. I'm to be extremely honest.
So I was asking the audience earlier, it's clearly a tune-up match for more important matches to come. What did you feel about the two teams being prepared to go on to bigger and better things? Who's more ready right now?
Out of which match are we speaking on? Are we talking
Cole
about
IBP?
Exertus? Ooh, man, that was tough. I honestly liked how iBuyPower came back in the end. A little bit of a rough first half for him, but they brought it back. Very, very strong second half. But clearly Complexity was a little bit more ready for that one, and they took it home. So, but good play there to bring that back for them. So I was definitely impressed with that.
All right, let's transition here. Taking over for me will be Misled, the man we've been calling Luca. He's more than able. He's very, very good at this. In fact, I will be departing for the night. Thank you all for having me. It was a pleasure to serve. How about that? And yeah, stay tuned. We do have a giveaway after this. So so Luca, don't forget we have one more mouse pad to give away. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see the audience later in the week, I'm sure.
Awesome. Thank you guys for allowing me to come on tonight. This is going to be some more action for you guys. This is going to be a round of 4 upper bracket. This is your other upper bracket match for the night. This is going to be Exertus Esports versus Kurt Rambis Fan Club. We are already underway. Looking outside, it looks like we have quite a big push there going outside for Kurt Rambis Fan Club. And they're going to make it all the way down Secret, and they're going to get down there, but the Clip's getting 2 right off the bat. Carl trades him out, then Crosby getting another one right there. Very aggressive play outside for Kurt Rambis Fan Club. Was that the smart decision there, Clay?
I don't know. I mean, it was a little bit strange. You know, they decided to go outer and didn't use any smokes to cover what they were doing. They just kind of walked and made it like a slow play. But they got scouted out, and now Exertus was able to, you know, rotate quickly and get down to lower, which is exactly where they were going. And they defended it easily, as we just saw. So that's going to be 1 for Exertus, and that's going to put them in at a good advantage here, starting out.
Rough first round there for Kurt Rambis Fan Club, as they were not able to actually get the bomb down there, which they would have much liked to do that to get that money going in to these next rounds, even though they did buy some pistols there. It looks like Carl, Crucify, and Colin and the Wolf, actually 4 of them, upgraded pistols there. So they're not on a complete eco. A little bit of a light buy here, no armor or anything, but across the board on the other side, as you see, we have a few SMGs, 1 pistol there for Eclipse, and full head armor there. I'm not seeing any kits for Exertus, but they are going to push. That's Pinego pushing up in the radio room, going in the lobby, and he takes out Colin, gets 2. Oh, big push there. Shots moving in also. Pinecone teaming up right there to get Carl. Invite the Wolf, getting a trade out there on Pinecone. So at least 1 player went down from Exertus. That was Pinecone. Good little play there. So 1 player has to rebuy for Pinecone. Not successful eco for Kurt Rambis, but Exertus bringing that round home 2-0.
Yeah, it wasn't a successful eco round, but I do like what they did. You know, they bought the P250s, and then they waited for the push, which you know, you could pretty much. It's something that you could kind of expect from teams who won the round. You know, aggressive CT teams, and Exertus is an aggressive team, so they went for that push, and they tried to get the one with the P250s. Just didn't work out for them.
Interesting, they bought P250s again, and they're going to be going hard from that radio room into ramp, and it does not work out as Pinecone. How did he get there? 3 of them, and Shots teaming up to get the second. So that is going to be an easy 3rd round going for Exertus now, 3-0. This is going to be all-important buy round. What would you like to see from Kurt Rambis here?
Well, they didn't really do well in those eco rounds. You know, they bought P250s. I would have liked to see an op, but since they decided to buy P250s both rounds, they're going to be shortchanged. So right now, I think I would like to see some work outer with smokes and flashes to, you know, get the secure outer push, and then they could go from there.
This should be their big setting the tone round here for both teams. If Kurt Rambis on their first full buy can come out and win this will be extremely huge for them. Or Exertus might try and dominate the rest of the way through, and we looks like a little bit of ramp or radio room action. Excuse me, Colin got the kill though with a nice AK headshot on Pinecone right there. So 1 player down for Exertus already, and Kurt Rambis Fan Club. Oh, Bluminator outside with a very nice op shot from Big Garage. Oh, Flom teams up and gets another one as Invite the Wolf traded out Bluminator, though. So it is down to a 3 versus 3 here. If you're Kurt Rambis Fan Club now, you have to be happy with the fact that you brought this to a 3 versus 3, and Colin's about to get, he got smoked with the bomb in radio, and another one for Shots. So now Kurt Rambis is down to only 1 player. This is going to be huge here if Invite the Wolf is able to clutch this, but he's not looking in a healthy position against Exertus. He's going to get sniped from the top, and he does. So 4 rounds for Exertus. That was not very good for Kurt Rambis. What are they going to have to do on an eco here?
Well, hopefully they won't just do a throwaway round where they go for, just a rush to either upper or inner or try to do something cheeky like that. I hope that, they know that Exertus is playing really aggressive right now, and I'm hoping that they set up and they take advantage of that and strip a gun and then use those guns to their advantage.
Yes, Exertus is definitely playing on the high right now as they are up rounds, and it looks like we're going to have quite a big push from Kurt Rambis outside. And Eclipse was there waiting for it. Bluminator also with his op at mid garage, and it looks like the rotate is half. Bluminator picking up a second one, pushing outside with his silenced USB, trying to get a kill on Carl. No, he cannot get it as Colin took him down from the side. He's over there behind mini garage. Spray happening. 2 players left from Kurt Rambis fan club. Colin and Carl, almost a touchdown right there. Carl got taken down to 33, but a nice little headshot on Pinecone outside. He's going to try and wrap over there to Secret. He's going to try and grab that gun. Yes, he does grab the gun by Big Garage and then drops down. So he's got an AK outside now. Oh, he's the last man left. Carl, nice headshot from Secret on shots out there at Big Red, but he is going to get caught from Eclipse waiting down there behind the vents with an AK to get a headshot on him. So 5 rounds now in favor of Exertus.
Yeah, and in terms of eco rounds, wasn't too terrible, honestly. They forced 3 rebuys, get some money for themselves. So, I mean, not too bad. If they would have got a bomb plant, it would have been a lot better, obviously. But now we're seeing actually Bluminator picking up that Scar. And we know how dangerous that weapon is, especially in the hands of someone like Bluminator. He should be able to put that to good use, and I think he's going to be playing outer with that.
Monetarily wise, would you consider that a successful eco for forcing buys or rebuys, I should say, from Exertus?
Absolutely. That's one of the main things you want to focus on when you're in an eco round, is at the very least force as many rebuys as possible to make the enemy team fall behind a little bit in their money lead.
Ooh, Crosby over there in the squeaky room had a nice shot. Shots is going to peek back out on him, but he can't make it happen as Shots gets that kill. So we have Crosby and Crucifier both down right now. Exodus doing very well in this round. As you saw outside, Pinecone getting Colin down. We are back down to only 2 players versus 5. Shots very low with 13 HP. Carl and the Wolf both have guns and armor. A few nades there. Invite the Wolf getting a nice kill right there, but he gets traded out by, who was that got him? That was Flom getting the last kill, and then Pinecone with his M4 gonna take down, I believe that was Carl right at the end of the round. So now 6-0 Exodus Esports. This is turning into a big hole to climb out of for Kurt Rambis fan club right now.
It is. It's going to be rough for these guys to see Colin picking up an op. He might be able to get something going outer there, but like I said, they still gotta be mindful of the aggression from Exertus, going inner at radio and the hut itself. So as long as they could, get something going outer and hold those pushes, they should be able to grab around here.
Exodus with the momentum moving into the 7th round here. But they need to be very, very careful, as Clay said, not to get too over-aggressive and end up losing big rounds here. But Bluminator picks up 2 outside.
Wow.
Nice. With the auto sniper doing work right now. I believe, who else is it? Is it AZK is the one that uses the auto sniper quite well? I believe we saw that on Train the other night, and that was insane working that. But we're back into the 7th round. As I said, Pinecone getting an AK headshot right there. And Crucify tries to push out of the radio room towards ramp and gets smoked by Shots waiting for him. Crosby in the squeaky, last one left alive. Flom drops down onto the vent from rafters into the squeaky room and makes it happen. Picks up a 7th round for his team.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, Exertus, they're looking really strong. I mean, they're hitting all the shots that they're going for, and on the other hand, Kurt Rambis fan club, it just seems like they're not in the zone right now. They're not hitting the shots, and it's a lot different from the last time we saw them on Train, where they were putting up a good fight here. They seem to be struggling at this time. 7-0. I mean, I guess not too much of a surprise on a CT side of Nuke, but I would have expected to get them at least 1 or 2 rounds so far.
Eclipse with nice positioning on top of Hut, looking out Hut door. Got an easy kill right there. Flom, though, out and across the far side of the rafters. Can't make it happen as Colin picks him off with the pistol. This is going to be a save right here for Kurt Rambis fan club, but it was not enough. They only forced 1 rebuy there as Exodus picks up an 8th round. And Exodus is not a team that you want to have this kind of momentum, because they will continue to run away with it and not lose rounds.
Yeah, they are just currently building up their cash flow here. You see 3 members are above $11,000, and then 2 members sitting about $7,000, and they're fully bought. Kurt Rambis Fan Club, of course, able to buy due to the losing streak bonus, which, of course, is nice, but it also means that you are losing consecutive rounds in a row, so it's kind of demoralizing at the same time.
Yes, the bonus money from losing consecutive rounds is never a friendly thing. I guess it is friendly, as Crosby just got an op shot outside on Bluminator, who was up on CT side of red over there by Big Garage. Oh, right there by the Wolf, as shots trying to sneak up in the smoke from Ramp Room, and it looks like they're going to push now as they got a pick there, trying to play that pick and roll, but Pinecone was waiting with a nice AK headshot right there, going for a second one, gets it. Oh, cannot get the third as Carl and Crucify team up to take that down, and then Carl quickly gets traded out by Eclipse. Oh, in the vent right there, Colin dropping down to the side and taking down Flom as he dropped. So Eclipse, last one left for Exertus Esports versus 2 terrorists on Kurt Rambis Fan Club. Crosby very, very low with 14 HP though. The bomb is going to be down right now. It's going to be down in that ramp room. That is exactly where Eclipse is. Do we see a nice 1v2 clutch here from Eclipse?
It's possible he has the health to do it compared to Colin and Crosby. You know, a couple shots on Crosby will do it, and it looks like they might be actually coming down. No, they're actually going to head upper. So he's actually in an unfavorable position right now. Actually almost made it up and everything. Trying to do damage here on a Crosby, but Colin finishes him off, and there is the round that Kurt Rambis Fan Club needed. And how they did it, they waited for the push at Radio Room, they capitalized on that, and then kept pushing through ramp, and we're actually starting to hit shots finally.
So big shift there for Kurt Rambis Fan Club as the momentum is stopped now from Exertus, possibly for one round, and Kurt Rambis is looking to try and steal that back for themselves as the 10th round is underway. Exertus is up 8-1 right now on CT side, which is definitely going to be huge for them, carrying this. If they lose out from here, 8 rounds on CT side is no slouch right here, which would be very, very nice for them. That would put it at an 8-7 going into the half, which they would be okay with right here. So let's see if they're able to carry some of their momentum, at least win it back and go into another round here. And it looks like Kurt Rambis is going to be sitting on that very, very slow play pick and roll strat once again. Is that advised for them?
Well, like I said, you know, I think they're just counting on Exertus to be playing aggressive, but as you can see, well, we know Exertus actually is doing a double op look right now, so that means they're going to be playing it a lot more passively. Rather than having someone push the ramp, they're going to put an op there and just wait for Kurt Rambis Fan Club to come to them.
And Bluminator outside gets 2 now. That was Crosby and the Wolf out there. So his op is paying dividends currently as he's able to take down 2 players from Kurt Rambis Fan Club and try and halt their momentum shift that Kurt Rambis Fan Club was going. A nice fake inside. I do not think there was a real bite on it. Only 1 player transferred. That was Bluminator trying to move over, but Crucify gets a nice AK headshot on Pinecone. Shots answers though, trading out Carl. So they're going to try and get down the ramp, and they're not able to do it as they're getting pushed from below right now. That's Eclipse that got a kill right there and picks up the last one. So 2 kills right there at the end of the round for Eclipse, 2 for Bluminator, and 1 for Shots as Exertus picks up a 9th round.
Yep, so Exertus hitting him hard with the aggression and then slowing it down to a nice passive approach, and it kind of, like you said, you know, Kurt Rambis Fan Club was still playing on that passive side, waiting for the pushes, and it's just kind of screwing with their mind right now. And if they don't have some good strats to resort to, or like, you know, focusing on outer control, then they're just going to keep having trouble here most likely.
Outer control for them is looking very, very tough as Bluminator is sitting out in that big garage, opping over towards the boxes in big yellow, making it happen for his team. Now, actually, he was up on top of red box, CT red over there, and it looks like Colin, they're going to be on a save right here, and Pinecone steps out, picks up 2, Carl trades him out, and it looks like Exertus is going to be pushing into the lobby, and they make it happen. Flom gets a kill right there, Shots gets a kill also, and then a trade out from Crosby, but Bluminator had rotated all the way back into the ramp room with his op and got the final kill on Crosby, so 10-1 in favor of Exertus. This is quickly getting out of hand for Kurt Rambis Fan Club.
It is. I mean, it is a heavily CT-sided map, so, I mean, it's not too insane to see a shutdown like this, but, you know, if Kurt Rambis Fan Club can't pick up at least 2 to 3 more rounds, then they're going to have a hard time coming back on the second half. And as you said, you know, Bluminator is doing a great job defending outer, but if Kurt Rambis Fan Club just, you know, use their smokes effectively, I think they'd be able to penetrate his defense.
I do not know if you were able to see that shot from Colin from Radio Room on Shots at the back box in ramp room. That was just a barely shoulder tap right there, and it got him. Colin gets a nade on Pinecone, but that's 2 for Colin in this round. 1 nade, 1 op shot. So one of the ops is already down for Exertus as they've lost 2 players. Bluminaire still has up, and there's Eclipse and Flom both with rifles right now. So Carl is very low on HP as we watch Flom drop down into the vents. He knows that all the terrorists are going to be over near that ramp room, possibly going down the ramp into lower. Crosby is working his way back. Oh, Colin caught Bluminaire trying to drop into the right vent. Excuse me, I almost said left vent there, but into the right vent, and got him caught. So Eclipse is going to be trying to play his way back around. So is Flom. Flom came up the left vent right now, makes a nice shot into Hut, gets Crosby, but Crucify's right there waiting for him, gets Crucify also, but Colin comes through the squeaky door and kills him. Eclipse trades him out, then Carl makes the last kill happen as he was following last player in line out of the squeaky door. So it is now 10-2 in favor of Exertus Esports.
Yeah, and Colin just had a big round right there, picking up a 4 kill and getting nice entries. Like you said, that very first off shot into the ramp room was a very nice shot. And I like the way Kurt Rambis fan club played it. You know, after they got that last off shot from Colin where it was isolated, only 2 members left of Exertus who were down lower, they decided to take that momentum and move it up to upper. Oh, wow, Bluminator, nice off shot there on the defense. But yeah, they decided to move up to upper so that the C2s would have to rotate, and they would have an easier time catching him and getting those kills.
Good job there as the Wolf is down now. It is 4 versus 5 as we are into the 13th round right now. Exertus looking like they want to put a stranglehold on this match and go in to the T side dominating. It looks like they're going to do a good job of it this round as Pinecone got Colin. Carl quickly trades him out. Crosby in good position, but Flom shot was a little bit better there as Shots picks up the final 2 kills on Carl and Crucify, making this 11-2 in favor of Exertus now.
Yep, and so far, the Exertus' play still hasn't really changed. I mean, they have gone slightly passive here at the start of the rounds, but once they pick up 1 to 2 kills, they really start putting the pressure on. They start pushing everywhere, and it's just becoming too much for Kurt Rambis fan club to handle at the moment. And if Exertus is smart about what's going on in terms of money, they should know that Kurt Rambis fan club is saving here, and I would expect to see a lot of aggression once again.
And it doesn't look like that much aggression from Exertus as Shots is slightly pushing up from ramp room over there. They're playing pretty passive here, seeing that they do not want to let Kurt Rambis get that pick roll play on them. But Eclipse outside pushing extremely hard with a nice little strafe shot and 4 headshot on Colin. Pinecone gets one, gets a second one before he gets traded out. Crucify and Carl both getting kills. The Wolf got 1 there, so it is now 2 versus 2. Both players have guns. That's Carl and Crucify with guns. Bluminaire with that op, and Flom with an AK also. So the armor advantage is going to go to Exertus Esports right now. Oh, Bluminaire in the vents. Misses his shot, though. Carl. Oh, wow. Carl almost had that. Crucify, I'm pretty sure, heard Flom slip a foot coming down the ramp, but he doesn't look at time. He gets caught to the side. Carl versus Flom, and Flom is able to get it after Carl got Bluminator. Very close round. 1v1 clutch there for Flom, picking up a 12th round for Exertus.
Yeah, Crucify seemed like he knew someone was coming behind him, but he was a little too worried about what was going on in the vent with his teammate. I think, you know, they should have communicated that, hey, I got what's going on over here in the vents. You just worry about the guy behind you, and rather than, you know, trying to focus on what's over here. And I think they probably would have come out with something differently there.
As we are into the final round of this half, it is 12-2 in favor of Exertus. Exertus is pushing really hard in the lobby through Hut right now. Oh, it looks like a little teamwork there from Flom, possibly getting some damage on Pinecone, but Carl got the kill on him. Flom trades him out. Nice nade there from Flom. Touchdown. Oh, Shots is going to be pushing into that radio room. Gets 1 kill there on Crucify. So Crosby and Colin remaining terrorists in the last round of this half. There's only 2 T's left alive, and they are trying to get a all-important 3rd round for themselves. Colin, nice flash in the squeaky room, caught Eclipse from the side, but Flom was waiting there to trade him out as he tried to come through the squeaky door. So we are into a 3 versus 1. Crosby has to clutch 1 versus 3 to be able to keep their team with 3 rounds going into the half, and he looks like he got it with a P90. Got Flom right there, not able to close out the round though. 59 seconds left, 58. Plenty of time to try and get the bomb down. He fakes the plant, and Bluminaire drops on the vent, but Shots flanked from ramp and got the kill on him. So that is it for half right there. Exertus Esports closing it out 13-2.
Very, very rough half indeed for Kurt Rambis fan club. Definitely not the split you want to be looking for. You know, 2 rounds, like I said, I think the absolute bare minimum you want in a half is 3. So, yeah, they're going to be struggling a little bit there. Looks like we have a little bit of a delay here. Should be going live. Okay, yeah, round restarted. So we are on to the second half here.
Awesome. And for those of you just tuning in or have been watching this match, this is the round of 4 upper bracket right here. So the winner of this is going to go on to face the winner of the match that we saw earlier, which was Complexity versus iBuyPower, which Complexity took home. So they automatically move to the upper bracket finals, and iBuyPower dropped down to lower bracket. So the winner of this goes on to the upper bracket finals, and the loser goes down to lower bracket. So we are underway. First half went 13-2 in favor of Exertus. This is an all-important pistol round right here, and Pinecone already gets killed. Bluminator also gets a pistol headshot with a Glock. Colin trades out Bluminator though. Shots and Invite the Wolf, or Shots and Eclipse team up on Invite the Wolf. Colin gets a kill. Answers right there. 2 versus 2. Carl and Colin left alive versus Pinecone and Flom. Let's see if the T's can do it. And Flom just got the kill right there on Carl. So it is now 1 versus 2. Bomb is up on Flom. Let's see if Colin can make this happen for his team. They're trying. Oh, and he cannot. As Flom strafed out with a Glock right there, getting a headshot on him. As Colin was waiting over by that right vent near the squeaky door. So that is 14 rounds for Exertus. This is very, very scary here for Kurt Rambis fan club, as if you get the pistol round, you usually get the first 3. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, getting that pistol round for Kurt Rambis fan club was very important, because now they got to go all out here. As we see Colin picking up a FAMAS and the rest of his team picking up 5.7s and P250. So they really got to try and stop the bleeding here. If they don't, I have a feeling that's probably going to be, you know, we're going to be looking at the end of the game coming up.
And the guns, the rifles anyways, only 1 rifle for Pinecone over there. And it looks like we have a Deagle right there for Eclipse, and he made it work. Nice shot from Radio Room into the ramp, getting a headshot on Carl. Already making this round 4 versus 5, yes. Trying to make it happen again. Eclipse trying to work that Deagle. Can't get the second kill. Tried to get Crucify. Crucify stepped out with the FAMAS and got him, as Flom trades him out though. Invite the Wolf in a horrible position right there. Bluminator with the kill on him. So only 2 players remaining for Kurt Rambis fan club. This is do or die for them. They need to win this round to have at least some sort of hope to try and move on to the next round in playoffs. But Crosby and Crucify the remaining CTs, as 4 Exertus players. Ooh, shots just got taken down from Crosby, who is in the vent, moving back and forth, popping off pistol shots. Flom is waiting there with the Galil. So, Crucify from the side, but Bomb does go down. So Crucify got the kill there. Crosby gets taken down by Flom. Crucify trades him out 1 versus 1. Illuminator versus Crucify. This is for the marbles right here to try and keep going. If Exertus gets this, that's 15. They guarantee themselves at least the tie. So let's see, 1 versus 1 right here. Can Crucify get it? Fakes the defuse, gets on it back again. He does not have a kit, so he has to stay on this for 10 seconds. Gets a shot from the side, and Bluminator with the Galil gets the kill on him. So Exertus picks up a 15th round. Now we are into do or die. Kurt Rambis has to win every single round to stay in this now. If Exertus picks up 1, that is it. They will move on.
Yeah, and looking at their money, it's not looking favorable. We see a shotgun, a FAMAS, and then some more P250s. That was almost possible for a clutch situation, but he just, you know, no kit. It doesn't really give you a lot of wiggle room to fake defuses or, you know, just go for it. So it's risky, and, I mean, just given the money situation, they couldn't afford kits, really, so...
Last round underway, folks. I shouldn't say the last. It's possible. Pinecone with a nade kill on Colin. Shots getting a Galil shot through the wall on Crosby right there. So 2 players down. Carl, Crucify, and the Wolf. Last one remaining. They got to get some kills here. Crucify gets 1, gets traded out by Eclipse. So 4 versus 2. Carl and the Wolf remaining. Oh, Eclipse just got Invite the Wolf right there. Dirty kill for him. So let's see if he's able to keep this going here. Carl, he has to clutch 1 versus 4, gets 1. That's on Pinecone outside. Carl's outside by himself, and he can't make it happen. His shots picks him off with the Galil. That is it, folks. Exertus Esports takes this home 16-2. Absolute domination for Exertus right there.
It was, and you know, a bit of redemption for Exertus, because, like I said, the last time these guys, and that's not the right window. There you are.
There we are.
kind of. Anyways, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. The last time they went off with each other, not went off. The last time they played each other, it was really close, and Kurt Rambis fan club came out the win. So I mean, that, like I said, some redemption for Exertus right there, and they're going to be moving on into the upper bracket finals with Complexity, and yeah, Kurt Rambis fan club will drop down to the lower bracket.
That was very, very good play there from Exertus. They definitely dominated that. I don't know what else you could say about that. 16-2, oof, on Nuke nonetheless. That was.
Yeah, I mean, it was attributed, I think, mainly to their aggressive play that they decided to use, and then once Kurt Rambis fan club got used to it, they switched it up on them. They decided to go passive, and then as soon as they got a couple kills, they went full speed ahead with aggression once again, and just Kurt Rambis fan club looked like they couldn't adjust to it.
The only effective play that I did see from them that won them, I believe it was both rounds actually, was that slow pick play that they had, kind of waiting for that real aggressive play from shots out of the ramp room into the radio area. Didn't work out that way, so they ended up getting taken down. But yeah, they're still alive in this, so they're going to drop down to the lower bracket, and we actually have Exodus moving on to the finals. So your finals coming up on the 16th, I believe. Yes, the 16th for upper bracket are going to be Complexity versus Exodus Esports. So make sure you guys are tuned in for that. That should be awesome. I think we're going to do another giveaway.
We are. We're going to do a giveaway. The keyword for this one is going to be Exertus, since they won. So, yeah, EXERTUS, Exertus. And while that's going, I'm going to run a commercial, and we'll be back in 90 seconds, guys. Thanks again for watching. We hope you turn off ad block, because these commercials directly support CEVO and the stream, so it helps us greatly. Thanks again for watching. We'll be back in 90 seconds. All right, we should be coming back here. Yes, I probably didn't mention the giveaway is a Zowie GRF mousepad. So please, if you want to be eligible for the giveaway, you have to be following the stream. We really appreciate it. And I'll be rolling the dice here in probably another minute, since we're on a minute delay. And so get Exertus typed in the chat, guys.
Awesome, guys. Remember, you only have to type Exertus one time to be entered. But to be entered, you do have to be following the channel. So make sure you guys are doing that. And while we have a few minutes, why not go over to the Twitter and follow that, and like on Facebook. That's Play CEVO. And then if you've missed any of the matches tonight, guys, check out the Play CEVO or the CEVO.com/watch page. That will have all the VODs from tonight's matches, any upcoming matches, the rest of the playoff matches that you might have missed, and anything from Dota 2 and Battlefield 4 if you guys missed that stuff. So you'll be able to tune in and watch those, even if you had to watch some super awesome TV show instead of this, which I don't know why you would have done that.
Absolutely. And also, our staff has been kind enough to donate some time and do some written content for the site with in regards to their prospective games. So, CSGO, if you go to the events page there, or Dota or Battlefield 4, you guys should see some articles posted there tonight, most likely, if not later in the week, tomorrow or Wednesday. And yeah, so that's a nice thing that our staff has been kind enough to start contributing to, and that should be a weekly thing, so look forward to that as well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and roll these dice. And the winner is Twisted with a 5 and a 3 and a smiley face icon. So if you are here, please type in chat and we will send you a message, and yeah, we'll get that going. So you got 30 seconds to respond, and if not, we will be rolling on again to someone else.
There is a slight delay, so you do have a couple seconds to respond to us. We will not just immediately nuke it, but hurry as fast as you can so we do not roll on another roll without you responding quick enough.
And
yes.
Yes, I like the quick
Awesome.
responses.
Makes it a lot easier.
All right, so let me just get this message sent out here. Other than that, we'll go ahead and do the sign-off. I want to thank you, Luca, for stopping in Brandon's absence. Really appreciate it. So we could get that match out there for the viewers. I know they were requesting Exertus versus Kurt Rambis fan club, so glad to give that to you guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Other than that, that's going to be it for us. Like Luca was saying, he's obviously not caught in the portrait there, but like he was saying, please follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. All the links are below in the Twitch channel, so go to those. Please give us a follow. It would help us out. Other than that, thanks again, Luca, for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I'm Klops here with Luca, or Misled. And do you want to plug your own Twitter here?
Actually, yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, if you need to be following CEVO first and foremost, but my Twitter would be @misled138, I do believe is what it is. Follow on there. Anytime I will be casting, I will post on there to let you guys know. I will be back on the 16th with my normal partner later to cast some more matches for you guys. That will be the upper bracket finals, which will be your Exertus versus Complexity. So stay tuned for that. And I appreciate you guys having me tonight. I love it, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, show everyone your messed up wrist.
Do I really have to?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's what happens when you ride bicycles at high speeds and crash. You get that boy.
All right, so that's. I like the hesitation. Do I have to? All right. Anyways, so that's gonna be it for us, guys. Thanks again for watching. You've been watching CEVO TV. I'm Klops here with Luca, Misled. Have a good night, everybody.